Welcome back for the Mobile Gaming Fanatics. I'm MyTyme, this is Top Drives, back after a few days. Apologies, I haven't gone missing, just had to do some job hunting. Yes, unfortunately, real world issues, they are a bugger, aren't they? Yet they have come into play. My workplace has closed down, partly from the coronavirus, partly for other issues as well. It's a mixture of things, but I am now in the process of trying to find a new job, yet job hunting. So that has taken up more of my time. As a result, I haven't really played as much. I haven't really gained as much cash as I would have wanted to, and I definitely have not participated in the events or the club challenge as much as I would have liked. However, we still have to have time to have a little bit of fun in between other serious matters. Otherwise, what is the point of living? Am I right? Am I right? So, with that, decided, I'm going to come on, do a video, had a little word with Chaos Screw. We've got something planned for the weekend, and I thought before that, let's come in and actually see what is going on in Top Drives at the moment. And the main thing to notice is we have a new weekly challenge, and I am notorious for not doing these. It is part of the Arc series, so it is S3, another Alpha Romeo Spider, the S3. You can only get this by completing the challenge, and as ever, they have left the last node, the 25th node, for you to farm. So you actually get the car on the 24th node, then you can farm the rest of the event, just 2-star it and keep using up your tickets. Now for me, I've missed these in the past because I completely forget and I leave it to the end, and there becomes 1 or 2 rounds that I'm just not equipped for and I miss out on the car, or I just completely forget about the event and I don't finish it in time. So I'm going to try and make sure over the next 24 hours or so I get this done. I will just play around. At the moment, it hasn't been too difficult. I'm using all 2-seaters because that seems to be the requirement on this round. I've been fairly fortunate to now because I've gone with the attempt of putting in the Camino first of all, because in round 11 it beats the Camino in the mountain hill climb as long as you got yours leveled up. And then for the city streets, I was putting in what I would class as 2 kind of heavy hitters to comfortably win, and in the other 2 circuits these guys were getting the job done. Now in this layout, they are not going to be as effective, but hopefully I can still make enough points on the city streets. I don't actually need to change my team around, so we will see. Okay, so that is good. That is a good start. Anything that I lose in the current circuit is not going to be more than 50 points, and I can make that up. Yeah, we just lose it there, just that acceleration at the end. I can make that up pretty much on these city streets. The only slight problem I might have is on the hill climb. So there's the 50 points made up already. The same is going to happen on the last track, as long as this isn't a disaster, which it shouldn't be. The Camino's got enough to get us. I'll be honest, I did not want to lose. I didn't want to lose because I don't know if the Megane is going to get enough points here to get us home. It needs to get 100 and... oh, it will do. Just about, I think. Oh no, it's not, is it? Oh, it is 7 points. Woohoo! Oh, that was close. Okay, yeah, easy. As I said, easy. Not even a doddle. You can complete this with your eyes closed. You just throw in random cars and get it done. Alright, okay, maybe not quite that easy, but you get the drift. I'm just throwing in these teams and seeing if I can get the job done. So that should be a victory. That should be a victory. That should be a victory. And we are going to... no, it doesn't matter. Yeah, fine, we win overall. Again, I'll just play these through so people can see how they actually end up. Nicely here, Peugeot 208. To be fair, it seems like a pretty good car for this event. If you have one of these maxed out, I've used it in every round so far, and it's won every round it's been in. The Opel Concept as well, a nice little 34 RQ car. This amazing car, great way to save some RQ, especially for those city street levels, to bring in a few of your hatchbacks, 2-seaters that you've probably built over the course of time. Again, here we're going to get the victory with the better superior handling against the Bentley, also lighter. We're going to get the victory here against the Mazda in a moment. That's actually a Mazda that I have. Don't think. Oh no, we didn't get the victory. Oh, my bad. Okay, well we're still going to win. I don't think I've ever owned this Mazda. Okay, and finally against the XFR, a good car in its own right, a good car, but it's not maxed out. So there we go, squeeze through. I actually thought we would have got the. I thought we would have got the hill climb, to be honest with you. One more. Let's see if we just finish this off very quickly. Okay, this is going to be a tie. Could be slightly problematic in that case. Let's see. Let's see if even tying that we can. Let's see if we can swap this around instead. I think that may be the better alternative, because we're only going to tie otherwise. So we get the victory here. It only works out worse if we don't beat this, but I'm pretty sure because the Peugeot is still quite light itself, it is going to do it here. Yeah, that was the way to do that. There we go. So I'm not going to watch this one to the end because there isn't much point. Victory. So up to the 20k. Nothing too stupid needed there. As you can see, a couple of ultra rares. There are other cars which could do it for you. Plenty of super rares or lower RQ'd ultras. Even potentially that Hornet might be able to help you on some of the track sets, but obviously against some of them they are a bit quicker, so you're going to have to play around with it a bit, but it doesn't seem too bad so far. So the main thing we've got coming up is going to be this 164 Procar Prelims. Now you can see in the prelims I'm not doing particularly well, and I haven't played too many games. 2,000 rear-wheel drives. Again, we look at the prizes here. The Lotus Exige, lovely little car, 2,000, great car. This Mazda is not a bad car, 51 RQ. I know people say low RQ cars like that at the bottom of a rarity tend to be bad. It's not bad. The Nissan 350Z is decent. The Chrysler Crossfire Concept is a decent car, and the Mazda RX-8, surely many have had very nice handling for its RQ rarities. All the cars though, again, rear-wheel drive, and they're 2000 to 2004, so that's definitely going to be the final. So the question here was, what 2000 cars can I put into this event to do well with? Well, you will see here, there was rain, there was everything kind of going on. I started to work on my Acura, and I just really could not be bothered to work out a hand. I've done my Dodge Slingshot 323. I've got two more. I can build a 2331 as well. But I thought, hey, I'll put a little bit of work into my Zonda as well, because I've got a feeling this is going to be used in the final for sure. And I just went into the event, and I realised pretty early on that I was nowhere near, should we say, not so much ready, but I don't have the required cars to do well in these prelims. So a lot of rain, not really using any standard cars. So I thought, okay, with that, there is absolutely no point me worrying about this event too much. So instead, what we can do is we can, and bear with me a moment, we'll do it like, I'm in a bit of trouble with both, to be fair, aren't we? We'll do it like this. We'll just throw in the cars. If we were going to upgrade them anyway, we'll upgrade them. If not, we'll just save that cash and we'll just wait for the finals. And instead of wasting resources on cars in the prelims, I thought, let's see what cars are going to be potentially useful for the finals. Now, by coming to my cars and clicking on the filters, if you were unaware, I can use many different filters to search out what I want. In this occasion, I want decade and years. We bring it all the way up to 2000 to 2004, as I'm fairly confident that's what it's going to be. Also want to make sure that I don't have any prize cars involved. Sorry, let me come down, because you won't be able to use prize cars. And this gives me a selection of cars. As I said, I have worked partially on the Zonda. I do have, as you can see here, I do have, oh sorry, I haven't put in rear wheel drive. Let me just add that. I'm sure some of you've already noticed that before I actually did it myself. Rear wheel drive. Okay, so the Zonda is going to be useful. Now, I have a maxed out Dodge Viper SRT10. Not the best Dodge, but it will definitely be useful in this event. I have the Spiker, which I have done some work into. It's only one upgrade, but it's got good MR. It's got very good MRA. And if there's going to be drags in this track set, that car I could potentially work on. Although I am completely at the bare minimum of ultra rares, I'd have to unlock some. I've got to pick my cars very carefully. The Chevrolet Corvette is already maxed out, a car that I can drop in there without having to do any more work to. So got, looking at it straight away, a Zonda, which I've done a bit of work to, 2 maxed out epics, with the option of bringing in the Mustang or the TVI if I needed to, and obviously the Spiker. Now if we drop down slightly further, I do have the NSX maxed out. I'm sure we're going to see lots of people with Lotus Exige, and I expect it to be a pretty key car in the finals. Maybe not in the top 10, but certainly probably for people trying to aim top 40, top 80. This car, which I'm started to work on, happy to max that out just before the finals as well. Going further down, I can't see any of these other cars becoming particularly useful. Yes, the 340R is a great alternative to the Exige. In fact, in a lot of the track sets, it is actually fractionally better, which is why I'm building the second one. And we go down, unless there is rain involved, I can't see cars like the RSX, etc. being useful. Now, yes, if you are of a lower RQ and you need to fill out a slot, I imagine there's going to be a lot of twists and turns involved as well, which would mean cars like the Razor or the 350Z could be useful, and we might even see the Air Flight being used if there is some rain. So, and again, Dodge Slingshot as an RQ saver if RQ is an issue. So looks okay, to be fair, it does look okay, but what I then have to think of is what cars I'm going to be coming up against before I decide to come and work on these cars. And the Zonda here, yes, it is going to be roughly on par with the Zonda S, and you know, some people might say, well, it's going to be better in tracks than the Typhoon, but in drags, people are going to want the Typhoon. The Cadillac is only going to be better if it's raining, otherwise you take the Zonda, you can't beat the Koenigseggs, don't worry about them. It's going to be people with those, it's going to be tight. I really think the Epics is where it's going to be won or lost, and unfortunately I lose that battle because I do not have the GTSR concept, or more importantly the GTR concept of the Mustang. So missing those, I'm not so worried about the McLaren SLR because I mean personally I think it's just really for the cars. I use my one, not this one, the black version, the not so good version, for just drags. I don't really use it in track sets. So yeah, and I've got rid of a portion of the past. So maybe from an Epic perspective, if I had one of those two there, I'd potentially have a chance. If you're looking for cars without actually knowing what the requirements are, I can't imagine that there's going to be a huge need for medium ground clearance, because a lot of the cars, the BMWs and the Cadillac, some of those might be medium, but a lot of the cars here are going to be low ground clearance. So I can't see medium ground clearance being too much of a prevailing factor. Obviously, it looks like it's going to be no off-road, nothing like that. Possibly a little bit of rain, but mainly you're going to be looking for speed and for handling. So I do expect to see a few of the Spikers getting some airtime. If you're going to open these packs, there are some good cars. There are some good cars in here. Okay, I mean, you know, let's look at Epics and above. Okay, right. Basically, Spiker wise, yeah, probably the Spiker to here is the best one. Either the Dodge or the Ford would be great. Possibly 911 GT2. Possibly the Peugeot 907, not necessarily so much for this event, but also to be used in French events. It'd be quite handy. And yeah, well, there's not too many there, to be honest with you, that I'm really that excited about getting. So I think I'm just going to sit on what I've got and see if I can get extremely lucky. I think that's going to be my tactic. I don't know where the tactic's going to be. I don't know if you feel that you've got a good chance or not, but for me, I did want to get the Procar. I really did. I mean, it's a great car. It really is a great car. But I can't, you know, I'm just not going to go pack crazy trying to pull some cars for that final. I can place, potentially, if the RQ allows us, I can place a Legendary and 3 Epics. I can mix those around. 2 of them will be maxed out. I can max out another one. I can bring in a maxed Ultra Rare instead. I might squeeze into the top 10. I really doubt it, to be honest with you. I think I'm just going to have to accept going for the carbon fibre and the under car card, which hopefully will still be a good epic. But anyway, I just wanted to get something out there to let you know that I am all still here. We'll get that challenge finished. It's something exciting to look forward to this weekend. Don't miss that out, something a little bit different. And as ever, if you've enjoyed the video, please let me know in the comment section below. If you have any questions, any queries, feel free to drop me a message and I'll do my best to answer you as soon as I can. And as ever, take care, enjoy yourself, and I'll see you all soon.